Hey everyone, it's J7Jace bringing you a few builds and some build advice with the generic Squire. Now for the too long didn't read, this isn't really a job that should be used as a primary in most cases, unless it's Ram's unique Squire. Across the board, the Squire's stats aren't that great, or even most of their abilities. I also advise you changing jobs as soon as you're in Chapter 1, and once you learn abilities, such as JP Boost and Move Plus 1. Focus is not a bad choice too, since it is probably their strongest ability, since gaining 1 PA is a great way to increase your damage in battle, and it's also an easy way to gain XP and JP. But if you really want to use the Squire because you like their sprite or find the artwork really cool, I suggest sticking to equipment that will boost their speed, HP, and PA, since they are melee focused and can equip a variety of weapons from daggers, swords, flails, and even axes. Swords are probably your best choice as they will do solid and consistent damage, although if you like to gamble and want something high risk, flails and axes can put out some high numbers. In War of the Lions, the newly added weapons like Moonblade, Vesper, and Golden Axe can make Squires pretty competent though, so they aren't entirely obsolete. Now for the build, and potentially its highest damage dealing one, is to slap dual wield on and to equip 2 Vespers, or 1 Vesper and Moonblade. Then equip Thief's Hat or Acacia Hat, Mirage Vest, and Bracer. Onto the abilities. For your secondary, Aim is a decent choice as it will increase your damage. If you want some ranged, then Throw is probably my favorite as you can attack from afar, and if you can throw things like axes or flails. To me, these weapons are best when thrown as their damage won't be random, so stock up on some of the best ones like slashers and scorpion tails. Sadly, you can't throw the War of the Lions equipment like golden axes and vespers. Lastly, if you really don't mind the grind, darkness will make them infinitely more viable. Just don't forget to equip a sword like Rune or Moonblade as you'll need it to use darkness. Then for your reaction ability, anything to prevent damage or heal you, so things like Shida Hadori and Auto Potion are great. In your support slot, things that will increase your damage, so Double Hand, Dual Wield, Attack Boost, and even Concentration are great choices. If you want a more tanky Squire to increase survivability, then equip Armor or Defense Boost. Then finally, Teleport or Life Font. This second build I have for the Squire, it's going to be kind of cheesy and overpowered, but here it is. Moonblade for that haste, Acacia Hat, Brave Suit, Bracer. And then for our abilities, Darkness, Shida Hadori, Vehemence, and Move Plus 3. I don't really like recommending things like Brave Suit often, but if you want to do well in random battles or harder fights, the Squire really needs that extra push from these insane items. To wrap this video up, the Squire isn't something you should use in most cases or spend time leveling up in due to its poor stats, unless you're doing something like a challenge run where it can be kind of fun, or if you like the way their sprites look. Fundaments isn't a bad secondary though on other physical jobs, as you can use focus to increase your attack. You can also use it as a quick action for easy JP and XP. Squires are inferior to the other jobs, which makes a lot of sense though, since they are a default starter. So if you really want a stronger physical character with better stats, or if you're struggling with the game, then I highly recommend using a ninja or monk instead. That's all I have for you today on the Squire. I love the way they look, but just like the late private healed college, get in to get JP boost, move plus 1 in focus, get out of this job for other things, and to get ahead by unlocking ninja. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.